If you're watching this right now, stop scrolling. This message didn't reach you by accident. It isn't just an algorithm. It may be the moment God wanted you to hear these words. You are not the same person you were months ago. The confusion you've been feeling isn't because you're losing yourself. It's because you're becoming the person God created you to be. You've felt different for a long time. Even in crowded rooms, you've felt alone. Conversations leave you empty, and deep inside, a quiet voice keeps telling you that you were made for something greater. That voice is not your imagination. It is God reminding you of your purpose. Right now, you're standing at the edge of a major transformation. Even if life feels like it's falling apart, God is preparing you for what comes next. The version of you that exists today is not the final version. You've carried burdens that others never saw. You've questioned God, faced heartbreak, rejection, loneliness, and closed doors. Yet you're still here. That isn't luck. It is God's protection. Nothing you've experienced has been wasted. Every loss, every disappointment, every painful season has been shaping you for a purpose greater than you can see. You weren't abandoned. You were being prepared. If you've felt misunderstood or isolated, know this. Your isolation isn't punishment, it's protection. God has been guarding what He's building inside you until the right time. The things that once excited you no longer satisfy you. Old relationships feel different. Old goals feel empty, and you've wondered why. It's because God is removing the old version of you to make room for the new. Maybe you've spent years believing you were too emotional, too sensitive, too spiritual, or simply too different. So you hid parts of yourself to fit in. But God is restoring everything you were taught to hide. He is bringing back the person He originally created you to be. This isn't just a small change, it's a complete renewal. Fear, false identity, and the opinions of others are being replaced by God's purpose for your life. You're hearing this today for a reason. You are not behind, and you are not late. Everything has been unfolding according to God's perfect timing. Type 777 if you trust God's timing. You were never meant to live an ordinary life. Deep inside, you've always known that. God placed a fire within you, but the world made you believe it was a flaw. It wasn't a flaw. It was a sign of your calling. You've always noticed what others ignored, felt things others dismissed, and sensed changes before they happened. That spiritual sensitivity is a gift, not a weakness. The very things that made you feel different will become the reason God uses you in powerful ways. God never wastes pain. Every tear, every lonely night, and every unanswered prayer has been preparing you to help others one day. Nothing you've experienced has been meaningless. Maybe you've noticed friendships fading, opportunities disappearing, or doors closing. That isn't rejection. It's God's redirection. He's removing everything that cannot go with you into your next season. Your breakthrough is coming. Not a small change, but a complete transformation. One day you'll realize your years of pain were never punishment. They were preparation. The spiritual battles you've faced are not proof that you're weak. They're evidence that your purpose matters. The enemy attacks those who carry God's calling. Fear, anxiety, doubt, and discouragement are meant to distract you from your destiny. But remember this: the enemy cannot stop what God has already planned. Every attack has been limited by God's protection, and every obstacle has only made you stronger. Type yes if this message speaks to your spirit. Asterisk, the person you're becoming isn't a better version of yourself. It's the original version God created before pain, rejection, and fear changed you. God isn't simply improving you, He's restoring you. In the days ahead, you may feel different. Some moments will confuse you, while others will fill you with unexpected peace. Don't be afraid. These are signs that your spirit is awakening. If you've ever felt like you're behind in life, let that fear go. God's timing is perfect. You're not late. You've been prepared for exactly this season. The breakthrough you've prayed for may not come through the door you've been watching. God often opens a new door while you're grieving the one that closed. Trust Him, because His plan is always greater than your own. You've carried everything by yourself for too long. Now God is asking you to surrender, not because you're weak, but because He is strong enough to carry what you've been holding. Today is your invitation to let go of fear, trust God's direction, and step into the purpose He has been preparing for you all along. Asterisk. Type end one if you're ready to trust God's plan. Everything you've been through was never a detour. It was the path God designed for you. Every painful experience has prepared you for the purpose ahead. The relationship that hurt you taught you what you deserve. The job that disappointed you pushed you toward your true calling. The betrayal you faced taught you the value of genuine people. Nothing in your journey has been wasted. Maybe you've wondered, what if I'm not strong enough for what's coming? But that's a lie. You've already survived battles that would have broken many others. The fact that you're still standing is proof that God's hand has been protecting you all along. God didn't bring you this far to abandon you now. He carried you through every difficult season, and He will lead you into the promises He has prepared for you. No fear, no obstacle, and no attack can stop what God has already planned. There is a reason you never truly fit in. You were never created to follow the crowd. You were called to stand apart. While others chase comfort, God has been preparing you to walk a unique path filled with purpose. You're entering a season of greater spiritual authority, deeper peace, and stronger confidence, not because of your own strength, but because of God's grace. Being chosen has never been easy. Chosen people often feel misunderstood, carry hidden burdens, and walk lonely roads. They sacrifice comfort to fulfill God's calling. Yet they also carry hope, light, and strength that inspire others. So stop believing the lies. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are not too damaged. You are not too sensitive or too different. You are exactly as God created you, and He has a purpose for your life. Type 222 if you're ready for your breakthrough. You're entering a season where hidden dreams will begin to unfold. The prayers you've whispered in silence will be answered. The gifts you've been afraid to share will open new doors, and your calling will finally make sense. Transformation isn't always comfortable. Some people, habits, and old dreams must be released to make room for what God is bringing. It may feel like loss, but it's actually growth. God isn't taking something good away. He's making space for something greater. You've spent time in seasons of silence, waiting and wondering. Yet even in those moments, God has been speaking through unexpected peace, meaningful encounters, His word, and quiet moments that strengthened your spirit. That's why you're hearing this message today. It's not a coincidence. It's a reminder that God hasn't forgotten you. He has been guiding you every step of the way. Take a moment to release your fear, anxiety, disappointment, shame, and pain. You don't have to carry them anymore. Trust God with every burden, because He is able to carry what you never could to effect this truth today. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. And your past does not determine your future. God is restoring you, refining you, and preparing you for the life He always intended you to live. Type yes if you believe God is leading you into your next season. Asterisk, you are not a mistake. You are not forgotten, rejected, or defined by your past. Your identity comes from God, and nothing can change that. Before you were born, He chose you, loved you, equipped you, and prepared a purpose for your life. The fact that you're still standing today is not luck. It's God's grace. Every challenge you survived is proof that He has been protecting you all along. Comment Amen if you believe God has a purpose for your life. Asterisk, a shift is already happening around you. New opportunities, unexpected peace, changing desires, and doors quietly opening are all signs that God is moving. What once felt delayed is about to happen in His perfect timing. Don't fear the changes ahead. They're not meant to harm you. They're leading you toward the life God planned from the beginning. He's calling you to leave behind what no longer serves His purpose and step into a future filled with meaning, impact, and hope. The next chapter of your life will be completely different. The last season was about preparation. The next season is about purpose. The pain you've carried is making room for breakthrough, and the silence you've endured is preparing your voice to encourage others. Type 777 if you trust God's perfect timing. Asterisk. For a long time you've carried gifts, dreams, and a calling that fear kept hidden. But fear is the final obstacle before your breakthrough. The moment you choose faith over fear, everything begins to change. God isn't asking you to be perfect. He's simply asking you to trust Him. You don't need all the answers. You only need the willingness to take the next step. When you say yes to God's plan, even with fear in your heart, chains begin to break. Old lies lose their power, new doors open, and truth begins to set you free. Remember who you are. You are chosen. You are loved. You are protected. You are guided. You are restored. You are never alone. The world is about to see what God has always seen in you. You were never ordinary. You were never too broken, too late, or too different. You are exactly who God created you to be. So stand up, trust Him, move forward in faith, leave fear behind, and embrace the purpose waiting for you. This is your confirmation. This is your turning point. Your old season is over, and a new chapter is beginning. Type 11111 if you receive this message, and share it with someone who needs this reminder today. God has brought you this far, and He will never leave you now. This is your moment of confirmation. Everything you've experienced has been preparing you for the life God always planned for you. The struggles, delays, and painful seasons were never meant to destroy you. They were shaping your character and strengthening your faith. From this day forward, stop seeing yourself through the eyes of fear, failure, or other people's opinions. See yourself the way God sees you, chosen, loved, equipped, and called for a greater purpose. The changes happening in your life are not accidents. They are signs that God is leading you into a new season. As you trust Him, you'll find peace where there was anxiety, direction where there was confusion, and hope where there was disappointment. You don't have to know every step ahead. You only need to trust the one who already knows the destination. God has been guiding you from the very beginning, and He will continue to lead you every step of the way. The season of hiding is ending. The gifts God placed inside you are meant to bless others. The dreams you've carried for years are beginning to move toward reality. The purpose you've questioned is becoming clear. So don't let fear hold you back any longer. Walk forward with faith. Trust God's timing, even when you don't understand it. He has never left you, and He never will. Remember this truth every day. Asterisk, you are chosen, you are protected, you are strengthened, you are never alone. Asterisks. The God who carried you through your hardest moments will also lead you into your greatest victories. This is your awakening. This is your new beginning. Your past no longer defines you. Your purpose does. Welcome to the next chapter of your life. God is still writing your story, and the best part is yet to come. Type 11 if you receive this message in faith, and share it with someone who needs this reminder today. Trust God, keep moving forward, and never forget, He has not brought you this far to leave you now.